to come to you, Tanushri, because there has been so much of rhetoric. We just heard sound bites coming in from opposition leaders saying this is all a BJP, a RSS, a sung conspiracy. You must tell us, what did you find on the rooftop of the mosque?
See, Times Now was the only channel who went on the ground to show that what the reality was. And when we ourselves saw the reality, we were extremely surprised. Because when we went to the top of the terrace of the mosque, there were hundreds of bricks, hundreds of stones, and the small particles of glass bottles lying on that particular rooftop. And also there were empty glass bottles that were also lying on the rooftop. Now, even if we consider that the stones and the bricks might have been there because the construction work was going on, but then the bigger question over here is that why the glass bottles and why the small particles of the glass bottles were kept in large numbers over there at the rooftop. And what the Shivratri committee has been alleging since day one is that the stone pelting started from the rooftop of the mosque when there was a verbal spat between both the groups. In fact, the verbal spat started around 9 a.m. on the morning of 15th of February while they were installing a dwar that we had shown in our report also. And then from there, the masjid committee denied that you cannot place your dwar over here. In fact, what the DC told us that every year this kind of procession takes place, and this was the yatra that was supposed to be carried out on Mahashivratri. But then the people present in the mosque, in fact, the masjid committee denied that the dwar cannot be installed, and the riot and the verbal spat turned into arguments, and arguments turned into the riots that we are showing as of now.
Well, thank you so much, Tejashree, because you're the only one who's reported from the ground. This is a story that many people would like to bury, but Tejashree's exclusive reportage has now shown what really happened that day. Thank you so much for getting us those details. Let me go across to Kunal Sarangi. Kunal, you've seen the entire report that Tejashree's filed. Now, it's very clear that, yes, indeed, there were stones, bricks, glass bottles, beer bottles which were there even today on the rooftop of the mosque. It was being used as a launch pad. We have videos of that. We have eyewitnesses of that. Can it be denied anymore? And yet there are those who are saying it's a sung conspiracy.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank Times Now and particularly Tanushri for revealing the truth to the nation. What exactly happened in Palamu? Rhetorics will continue, political blame gaming will continue, but the truth remains the truth. Festivals are our opportunities to express our spiritual freedom. And I'd like to ask three questions to the three gentlemen you just showed who spoke with Times Now, the DC. He said action will be taken. Why action was not taken before the riot took place, before the clashes began? Because the input that the administration received much before the clashes began was that everything was not well. This Shahid Chowk, now they have started naming it as Masjid Chowk. It was actually Shahid Chowk. And this mosque, for your information, I would like to mention it on record on a national television. It is on an encroached piece of land. This inquiry is also going on. And the committee chairman, Abul Hassan, his role must be investigated, how he allowed that mosque to be used as a launch pad for stone pelting, and also the people are attacked by sticks and very sharp objects and petrol bombs as well. It was not a Friday. There was no reason why such huge gathering was allowed in the mosque.
Okay.
Despite knowing all this, the administration was sitting like a sitting duck. It was sitting there without doing anything about this situation.
Dr. Khatri, would you like to respond to that? Was the administration sleeping on the wheel when a holy place like a mosque was being